only two names that really deserve to become Mr. Money in the Bank in 2025. We'd argue that the conniving Karrion Kross, who's been quite disruptive, is one of them. But there's a bit of a weaker argument here, which we'll get into in a little bit. Yeah, we're going to dive into exactly who we think should be Mr. Money in the Bank. Yeah, we're going there. This is Sportskeeda Wrestling. I'm Kevin Kelm. Let us know who you think should be Mr. Money in the Bank or Mrs. Money in the Bank this year in the comments below. Also, could you hit the like button? It's right there. And subscribe to Sportskeeda Wrestling in our march to 200,000 subs. In our mind, there can be only one person leaving with the briefcase in Los Angeles, and it's LA Knight. Yeah. So what exactly is our case for LA Knight having the briefcase at Money in the Bank? Join us as we dive deeper into LA Knight in his quest for Money in the Bank, addressing the entire Karrion Kross conversation. It isn't a knock at him by any means. He would be best served by getting a push like that, and he certainly does deserve it. There aren't many superstars in WWE who are underutilized right now like Karrion Kross is, but his time is coming. The promo he cut after WrestleMania made him undeniable, but here we are, a month removed, and WWE is still sort of putting him in limbo. He's there. It's clear that they aren't going to put the rocket on him right now, but maybe that isn't such a bad thing. Hey, but maybe we're wrong too. Perhaps Karrion Kross would benefit from a lot more lengthier of an extended storyline over time leading up to a bigger moment. LA Knight, on the other hand, is in a totally different position and standing with the fan base. It's been nearly 3 years since he switched back to LA Knight from Max Dupree, whatever that was. Safe to say he's knocked it out of the park, and he's done so much more than just that. He's proved he isn't a fad, he isn't just a catchphrase, he isn't any of that. He isn't a passerby. He's actually a veteran who's been in the business at the televised level for quite some time. LA Knight has been getting consistent reactions for well over 2 years now, and it paid off when he became a world title contender, not a world champion just yet, and then a two-time WWE US champion. But even his US title reign, especially the second one, felt like it was a setup for Jacob Fatu to dethrone him, which made sense, but what does it do for our man LA Knight? That isn't exactly a bad thing because the US title was treated as less than, and now it's more than, and LA Knight becomes the stepping stone to trade it off to someone else. Now that he's free from the US title, it makes complete sense in 2025 for it to be the year that he finally steps completely into the world title contendership level. The men's Money in the Bank situation has been weird for the last few years, but it's always been one that can put someone in that position. The last two memorable winners were Big E in 2021 and Damian Priest in 2023. Even with Priest, it really only became exciting once he cashed in the money in the briefcase, which is the most compelling thing with the briefcase for both diehard and casual fans. And for you marks for the cash it in anywhere, anytime thing, it has to be big and conclusive. You're very angry that it was wasted to further fuel the CM Punk Drew McIntyre storyline, which was a bigger storyline than the Money in the Bank briefcase at the time. Sorry if you're a mark for a briefcase. But what some might forget was that in 2023, the Money in the Bank in London event, LA Knight was far and away the favorite to win that match. The crowd in the UK cheered every time he punched and suplexed and got anywhere near the ladder. If they could hear him breathe, they would chant, "Yeah," too. Obviously, Damian Priest, who won that briefcase, was a fitting contender to run with it. Last year in 2024, he was still a favorite, but it was nowhere near as much as the momentum that LA Knight had in 2023. Still, it would have been a great opportunity to give him the briefcase. The mistake now can be rectified in 2025. Otherwise, it's going to be another situation where maybe he fails to win the briefcase for 3 years in a row. And others have had this before. It is a competitive field. It's crazy to think that he would have failed the same match thrice in a row. That rarely ever happens to a fan favorite superstar. It's his time to shine now, and it's the best way to get him into the upper echelons of WWE, the elite tier. LA Knight is most certainly a top star, but he needs to reach the next level and become a WWE or World Heavyweight Champion and exactly how he gets there could be most conveniently paved with a Money in the Bank briefcase win. It's hard to think that anyone on the roster is more deserving of the men's briefcase this year than LA Knight. Not to mention that we're about 4 years overdue for a good guy holding the briefcase. It's traditionally been something that the bad guys get to lug around and loom over someone at some point. And it would be good for a popular star to take the moment and kind of flip the script. It's funny how WWE rarely misses the ball with the women's Money in the Bank winners in the past years, but usually that can't be said of the men. Hopefully WWE can fix all this and make the right choice and go with LA Knight as their Mr. Money in the Bank megastar. Now, if you disagree, obviously the comments are right, and if you think someone else deserves it more, we're more than welcome to hear your comments. Go ahead and like the video and subscribe to Sportskeeda Wrestling for more videos just like this.